Do y'all remember this?
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this? I never did anything in my life to hurt anybody. Literally, a man asked me for my number. I said no, and he picked up a brick in front of so many men and was like, "What you gonna do?" And I told all these men, like, "Yo, why this man got a brick on my face?" And he's holding a brick, and all these niggas is watching, and nobody does nothing. And he hits me in my face, and then they all just watching, and they let that nigga get in the car. How is this okay? This is what y'all doing to women?
So y'all heard her story again, but if y'all remember the case correctly, she came out alleging, this Rhoda woman, aka Brick Girl, came out alleging that a black man had hit her across the face with a brick outside of a nightclub. But it was determined by our girl Daphne, who did some research, did some digging, and determined that that story was a lie. Well, the most recent update to this case is that this Rhoda woman, aka Brick Girl, has been placed in jail. And our girl Daphne, the queen of accountability, was right there in that courtroom to view the verdict. As y'all can see on the screen here go her booking information. She was booked on October 29, 2025. That's 2 days before my birthday. What a gift. What a gift. Rhoda Osmond, we got her date of birth here. She was born in 1990. What's the case? You got the case number right here, so y'all can look it up. This is real. This is not fake. When it comes to Daphne, there ain't no faking it. It's all real. Charge. Theft, $30,000 to $150,000. Another court date, which is the day before my birthday, which is why I could not cover this because your boy was busy with his birthday festivities. And her bond amount is $50,000. Mind y'all, she has to pay back around $43,000 in theft, money that she stole from innocent people that she was trying to manipulate into sending her money through, what was it? I believe it was a GoFundMe. Consequences: 90 days in jail, inpatient substance abuse treatment. Ain't no telling what she abusing. Full restitution of $42,302 from all the donations that she was receiving. 10 years probation. Check that out. This is 10 years social media ban. Hallelujah, because that's what she was trying to scam people. So 10 years she can't be on social media. If she violates even one time, she will serve 10 years in prison. Woo! That 90 days gonna hurt real bad if she violate that term. Imagine this woman is consumed by social media. She will be itching after that 90-day probation, itching to get on social media. Nobody better ever catch this woman. Yo, somebody need to follow her to make sure she ain't using no phone, using her friend phone or anybody else's phone to scroll and look through social media. You know she gonna get on there. She gonna be on social media under a whole nother alias. Boy, she ain't gonna make it. She ain't gonna make it. Let somebody catch her. Let Daphne just walk up behind and look over her shoulder. Ha! You going back to jail. 10 years is crazy. Daphne says, to my haters, what do you have to say now? I'm listening. And then Daphne did a whole video on her YouTube channel talking about this case in its entirety. Look, justice has been served. This woman thought she was going to get away with this crime that she committed while on top of trying to make black men in general. Yes, not just one black man, but for any black man that didn't come to her aid, her fake aid, she tried to make them all look bad. All right, I just wanted to give y'all that little quick update. Now let's get to a text receipt, which y'all really came here for. So I'm about to give y'all the quick little synopsis before we dive into that. This is two things. This is the recent layoffs with Amazon, and this is about child support. Y'all probably already know where this is going. Let's watch. Starts off with a message from the guy. The guy says, Amazon let a lot of us go today. Fuck. And his baby mama or wife or girlfriend, whatever, I don't even know. She responds, fuck is right. You better find something else real quick. Child support doesn't stop. She's right. She's right. It don't stop. He responds back, did you read what I said? They let me go. There was nothing I could do. I ain't worried about child support. Of course he's not. This man just got let go from his job at a moment's notice. He's probably feeling some type of way about that. And now he has to go out here and find another job. But hell, he just needs some sort of emotional support right now for the time being until he finds another job, right? The job market is crazy right now. It's not that easy. The woman responds back, you need to find a job because support feeds your kids. You being jobless is not it. Find something fast. Support feeds the kids. Woman, what are you doing? You not feeding the kids? You're only waiting for a check from him to come around before you put food in their mouths? Is that what you're saying? Oh, hell no. Fellas, be careful who you make babies with out here. Be real careful. Man responds back, why you coming at me crazy? Watch your mouth. I will holler at you another time before you piss me off. This man got every right to be upset. He just lost his job and this woman is coming at him sideways. This is not the right time for her to be doing so. She responds, piss you off? Get a job. I don't care if you have to go back to dealing. You have kids that need to eat. I'm not doing this shit by myself. Get a job. The audacity of this woman telling this man to go out here and be a street pharmacist, do something illegal that can wind him up in jail, where it will be that much more difficult for him to be a father. What? Man. How did he knock this one up, man? I be wondering how folks be getting to these situations. Sometimes it just be one night stands. Sometimes they just be fooling around with people that they know they ain't really that interested in for a piece of ass. All right. So the man responds, I just gotta let go today. I don't need your bullshit. Exactly. I support this man. Come on now. This woman says, get a job. McDonald's is hiring janitors. Apply there. He responds back, no. Ladies, some jobs aren't worth the hassle. And a man getting a job at McDonald's when he's probably been ordered to pay a specific amount, every dang on dollar he get from McDonald's might have to go to child support, meaning he won't be able to actually provide for himself outside of the child support. They just be saying stuff. Then she continues, you need a job in a month or I will file for full custody of the twins. So they got twins, huh? A job in a month or full custody. I'm going to get back to that. I just gave you an option, McDonald's. Now you're ignoring my text. 30 days. He said he was done. He said he's trying to let go today. He is not about to respond to her no more, and I don't blame him for that. This woman said she wanted to get full custody of the kids, of the twins. Well, if she can get full custody, then what does she need with his money? His child support. Because full custody means he don't need to be around, right? To support the kids. What, you still want to expect some money from him, but now he can't see his kids? That's what someone be trying to do. It'd be so crazy how some of these women be actually trying to create deadbeat dads so that they can have the opportunity to call these men deadbeat. When the men really be trying to do the best that they can by their kids. Her telling him to be a street pharmacist. Her telling him to get a dead-end job. Her telling him that she gonna try to get full custody of them kids. All of which can lead this man to being a deadbeat. Not intentionally on his behalf, but on her behalf. Man, let's move on. All right, y'all, we go end this video off with 10 pages of Daphne going in on these women on Twitter, man. This is probably becoming one of my favorite segments on this channel, man, because she be going in and she be funny. This woman gets on Twitter and she says, men should not be leading countries. Yo. When ungrateful women don't realize just how much they benefit off the backs of men, she wouldn't have the life that she does. She wouldn't be able to leave this comment on this dang on social media page that was created by a man. She wouldn't be verified. You know what? Let me stop. Daphne, the queen of accountability, she responds, if men shouldn't be leading countries, then women shouldn't be enjoying the infrastructures, the rights, and the freedoms those same men built and defend. Don't complain about the leadership while living off the results of it. Exactly. Ah, yeah, exactly. I mean, that's what we said. This next one, this woman gets on Twitter and she says, "Do they still make God-fearing men?" Oh, I can't wait to see how Daphne responds to this. Daphne responds, "Yes, God-fearing men still exist. They're just not checking for women who only remember God when it's time to complain about men." The way Daphne be eating, and like I said, one of my favorite indicators of when these women be wrong is when they have far less likes than they do comments to their response or to their post. And Daphne eats down so bad that she barely got any responses, but got plenty of likes. Oh man. Moving on, this woman right here, her profile picture is a Bratz doll because she probably a brat. She says, "Y'all can't stand single mothers because majority of them are out doing two-parent households all on their own." I can barely get that out. I can barely get that out. That's how funny this mess is. Oh my God. I'm surprised she has a ton of likes by probably a bunch of single mothers and far less comments. Okay, surprising. I bet you she's not the it girl either. The queen of accountability, she responds, "On their own is a wild phrase when Uncle Sam's Section 8 link and child support checks are all standing in the background holding the camera." A lot, and I mean a lot, of these single mothers are only getting by because of the aid that they are getting from these programs. So where the it girl Lex came up with this BS, she pulled it straight out of her ass. Crazy. This one right here gets on Twitter, and I'm assuming this is a woman. She says, "Men are more worried about being falsely accused than someone actually being raped. False accusations are less than 4% of cases, by the way." It doesn't matter what the percentage is. It doesn't matter if it's only 4% of cases where the allegations are fake. A fake allegation can destroy a man's reputation regardless. Daphne responds, "The percentage doesn't comfort innocent men." Exactly. False accusations might be statistically small, but their impact is catastrophic. Reputations, freedom, and their lives don't come with an undo button. The liar gets a clean slate while the man has to pick up the pieces of his life. Shut up. Exactly. This woman right here done posted a picture of herself on Twitter saying, question, "Why do black men tend to date white women?" Before I read Daphne's comment, I'm going to say this. Everyone should go where they are appreciated. Everyone. Male or female, black, white, Asian, whatever. It don't matter what your nationality is. Go where someone will love you. We can all have our preferences. I love my black women, but I'm going to go where somebody appreciates me and loves me for who I am, right? Daphne responds, "Men go where they are appreciated, not tolerated. Y'all made being difficult a personality trait." If there ain't so much truth to that, my God. Like I was just saying, my preference is black women. Love me a black woman. Think they're the most beautiful creatures on the planet, in my opinion. But when I tell you the difficulty levels are high with my sisters, I don't want to have to look elsewhere, but hell, I'm looking for a wife. I might have to. It sucks that so many black women that's close to me tell me to leave black women alone. It be irritating me, honestly. I be trying to tell, like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. But then they tell me all the reasons why I should, and I'm like, damn, I can't even deny it. I can't. I don't like it, but shit. This woman right here, she gets on Twitter. She says, "Men don't mind standards. Some just hope you don't have any." It's not that men don't be hoping that you don't have any standards. It's that y'all can't live up to a single standard that y'all hold upon a man. So for those of you that can't hold up to the standards that you place on men, you might as well not have any standards. How you gonna want a man to have a 6-figure job when you don't even have a job to begin with? I'm ranting. Daphne responds, standards? Half of y'all standards are just shopping lists for men you can't afford. Exactly. Don't confuse high expectations with high maintenance delusion. Yes. Man. That's why she only got 31 likes and 146 comments. And Daphne, quite the opposite. It's crazy to think. You look at this, right? You will see how little engagement she got and just how much engagement Daphne got just in a response. That goes to show you that 1,000 people overlooked her comment, except for the people that was eager enough to tell her about herself. 1,000 people overlooked her comment to come down here to agree with Daphne. This woman right here, she gets on Twitter. She says, I just want to be with the same black man for the rest of my life. Why the F is that so hard? Probably because she's difficult. She's probably really difficult to be with, which is why no man has chose her yet. Daphne responds, maybe because the same black men you want keep dodging the same bad habits you refuse to outgrow. That's it. She's difficult. That's it right there. Yeah, we're about halfway through these. This woman gets on Twitter and she says, men don't have a diary, a journal, a therapist. That's why all the incels on threads. She's saying men go on threads, on Instagram threads to vent or treat it like it's their diary. Daphne says, cap, men have therapists. True. They're just tired of being clowned every time they open up. True. Some of y'all don't want healed men. You want emotional punching bags. It's the wildest thing, man. It's the wildest idea to me that us men aren't allowed to open ourselves, to express ourselves emotionally. It's so crazy how much of a turnoff it is for women. But then the same women will lie to themselves because they're not lying to us. They lie to themselves and say that they don't mind if a man expresses his emotions. They don't mind if a man opens up. But we know what happened when we do. It gets used against us, or it makes us less attractive or less desirable. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. And I don't care what woman you talk to, even if she does listen, even if she does chime in and give you some sort of healing sort of response, do that mess too much, and you will start seeing a shift in the way she looks at you, the way she views you, the way she treats you. Don't believe me if you want to. Experience it for yourself and then come back to me. This woman, she gets on Twitter and she says, how about instead of encouraging women to settle, encourage men to do better? It's not so much that people are trying to encourage women to settle as much as it is that they're trying to get you to get off that high horse that you own with all them dang on standards that you have that you can't meet yourself. What you got to also understand is that majority of men can't meet those standards that you place upon men, especially when they're unrealistic. Lowering your standards mean getting real. Or else, if you don't drop them standards, you're going to end up alone for the rest of your life. And when people tell you should probably lower those high standards, those unnecessarily high expectations, what they're trying to get you to understand is that they don't want you to be alone for the rest of your life. But you will be if you don't come back down to reality. The queen responds, y'all be saying men need to do better while demanding 6 figures, emotionally intelligent, therapy attendance, handyman skills, and a sense of humor, all while offering entitlement, attitude, and audacity in return. Let's be real. Some of y'all aren't settling. You're just unqualified for what you're asking for. Big facts, big facts. Moving on, this woman gets on Twitter and she says, nobody celebrates the downfall of black women more than black men. Nobody celebrates the downfall of black men more than black women. Hell, the narrative that I'm hearing left and right is they're saying that 85% of black men are homosexual. They're trying to create the downfall of the black man. When I tell you we have so many issues in our community, it's like, why can't people choose to love one another? I don't understand. Oh, the internet's only making it worse. Daphne responds, I disagree. Black women drag black women every day on podcasts, facts, panels, TikTok lives, and group chats. But when a man does it, y'all suddenly remember unity, please. Yeah. Black women drag the hell out of black women through the mud. But the moment a man does it is when they want to unite together. Moving on, this woman gets on Twitter. We got one more after this. This woman gets on Twitter and she says, a lot of men are sperm donors and not fathers. Real men, real fathers, fight to be a part of their children's lives. Then she got this picture of DDG, Halo, and Hallie, whatever her name is. DDG winning split custody of Halo is proof that if you actually fight to be in your kid's life, the law will rule in your favor. Can't nobody keep your kids from you. You have rights unless you give them up. False. That is simply not true. As nice as that would be, as great as that would be, it's simply not true. It's like, does this woman live under a rock? She haven't heard of the countless cases of women that will lie on the father of their child or children so that they can get full custody of the kids. Have she not seen where these women will feed negativity into their children's mind about their father so that the kids will act as though they hate their dad, when the only reason they hate their father is because they're being told to? Like, this, do they not know this? What, man? Oh my God, bro! I hate the internet more each day, I swear, or the people of the internet. Daphne responds, y'all scream fight for your kids while blocking numbers, exactly, moving cities, and filing false reports. Real mothers do not make fathers prove they care. They make room for them to show it. Exactly. Blocking the man from being able to call, to talk to his kids. Moving cities. Uplifting their whole lives, moving to a different city, not telling the father of their child where they're moving to so he can't even find his kids, so that he can be a father to them. Women do that stuff all the time. And filing false reports, like I said. Lying. I respect when I hear women say, I make room, I move out the way so that he can be a father to his child. And then you'll see where the man is still not stepping up to the plate, but the woman did everything she could. She called this man, reaching out to him, trying to get him to be present, trying to get him to see his child. That's when a man doesn't have to fight for custody. Y'all don't have to take it to the courts if you're both fair individuals and care about the well-being of the child or children. Leave your thoughts, comments, and opinions down below, and I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. See ya.